What's up, YouTube? Today I'm out at one of my favorite places to hike in the UP. I'm at the Piers Gorge State Recreation Area, which is on the Menominee River. So I can hear the river in the background. It's a really good hike, really awesome sights. So let's go check it out and see what the river's looking like today. This forest is like so awesome, especially when you get out here in the early morning. The air is nice and cool and nobody else out here. This is, I don't know, I've noticed it's been getting a little bit more popular, but still very common to come here and be the only person here. There's a little creek that flows through. I'm about to cross this little bridge here. This creek is kind of cool. Just a really peaceful, serene setting. Almost to the first pier, so I'll turn the camera off, and when we get out to the first pier I'll show a little bit more. First pier that away. Well, it's not super low. I've definitely seen it higher during the spring thaw, but it's moving pretty good for being the middle of summer. Cool. So this place is really awesome. If you can tell, everything that I'm standing on right now is like all bedrock. This river forms the border between Michigan and Wisconsin, so I'm on the Michigan side. Right over there, that's Wisconsin. And I think there's 4 piers. This technically is the first pier, but as you go through, there's more rapids up there, and they actually do whitewater rafting on this river. And I've done that a couple of times. I'm very excited to go do that again. It's a really good time. I went through True North Outpost to do that. There's a few other guys that do it, but from what I hear and from what I've experienced, I think they're probably the best. So check them out if you're ever in this area, want to have a little adventure. But let's go check out the other piers. This is pretty rugged terrain, so be ready for a hike when you're out here. It's definitely well worth it, but be safe where you stop. Make sure you wear some shoes that get good grip. Okay, we are out at the part of the river where the rapids are really starting to pick up. So let me take a step out on this rock here. It's kind of a little bit of a drop. Let me see if I can get good video of that. So down there, that's rushing pretty good. It's rushing pretty good really all through here. And coming through that on a whitewater raft, nothing short of an adrenaline rush. That's a really good time, especially the higher volume flowing through the river like this. You know, you catch it when the water level's up, and it's a really good time. She's really rushing. As far off as you can see, the rapids are just killer right now. Wow. It almost makes me want to go and try and book a whitewater trip. I don't know if it's ever been up this high when I've gone through it. We've gotten some really heavy rains up here from what I hear in the week leading up to me coming up here, and if I had more people with me, I'm by myself up here right now, I'd just book a trip, but with one person I'd have to find another group to go with. Wow. We're gonna go a little bit farther upriver. I don't think you can see with the camera, but I can see way down there, there's a really big spot that's like coming up into the air. There's a really big like Volkswagen sized rock that the river hits, and it's a pretty gnarly formation. It's something when you're rafting it that you really had to watch out for, but it makes it a lot of fun. So let's go a little further upriver and check her out. Oh yeah, there's one of the best views. Nice opening through the trees so you can see everything. There's some pretty intense rapids. Right over there at the edge of my finger is a pretty good little waterfall, little drop there. And then right there at the edge of my finger there, I don't know how well the camera shows it, but that's where that water's hitting that Volkswagen-sized rock and just kind of coming up into the air, and then like directly under that where the water flows back around on both sides and rushes into it. It's just like this huge turbulence in the water. It's really pretty to see. It's even more fun if you're on a raft. But every time that I'm up here, I get out and hike it about a half hour to an hour. If you're really, it's your first time here, you can probably spend a few hours out here hiking. But since I do it so often, I just come out and do kind of a quick hike through. But it never ceases to amaze me, seeing just the power of the river and the beauty of the landscape. I mean, there's just, you can see this whole thing is like bedrock that this forest that butts up to the river is on. The trees are all growing on bedrock, and I don't know, it's a really cool landscape. It's definitely worth getting out and seeing, even if you've already seen it. It's cool. So all right, well, this is about the end. You can keep going, but I think I'm gonna call it right here, turn around, head back. This is the last bit of the really big rapids that you just keep going up further and the river kind of calms down, but there's still a nice little hiking trail that goes along the river, but I've done that quite a few times. So just wanted to see what the river was looking like this morning, make a little video on it, just in case none of you guys have ever heard of this place or never been out here. You know, maybe give you a good idea of something to do if you're ever in the area. Well, thank you for watching. Like I had said, if you're interested in booking a whitewater trip, check out True North Outpost, and we'll see you in the next video.